Well, howdy doody, everybody. It's me. Oh, it's me, Jake. It's good to see you. How have you been? Um, it's June 21. We're off to a few minutes late start, but you know what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I was out having lunch with Nigel. I thought I was going to get him to do the show today, but that didn't. That already didn't happen. Um, but what else is not happening today? Well, I don't have any new comedy shows to report to you. Um, I do have this stretchy yellow exercise band if I need that. Um, so don't have any new comedy shows to report. Um, wish I did, or do I? I don't know. I don't even know what I wish nowadays in terms of in terms of my comedy career or what I'm doing or who I'm having a slight identity crisis. Like this has been going on long enough that I feel like this is my identity. This is what I do. Um, anyway, I'm just taking a look at who's here and how it's going. I don't see too many of the usual faces, which is probably you know um, par for the course. Mr. Predicto, do I need to get some? Oh, Pick, it's good to see you. We don't need no stinking sidekicks. No, we don't. Ouija, you're good here. Tuesday. Um, you think you're at a safe distance. Yeah, you're safe from me. I'm pretty positive this is not COVID. I thought we're supposed to go. We've got a friend visiting in town, and her other friends, people we don't know, are throwing a kind of a dinner party or some kind of get together, so she can see people she knows. And so my wife got invited, and she invited me. I'm invited too, I suppose. Um, should I go to this thing? I can't decide. They want us to do. They want everybody to do COVID rapid test, and possibly at first they were going to try to get everybody else to watch to wear masks for the party. And I don't think I can. I don't think I can do that. That's just where I'm at. Um, Ouija, you got Varinus because you know all the kids are doing it. Yeah, well, Mr. Predicto, is everybody going to get the Varinus eventually? Will everyone eventually get Varinus, Mr. Predicto?
Definitely yes.
Definitely yes. So Mr. Predicto predicts that we're all going to eventually get the Varinus. So um, I think it's later rather than sooner is better. But if you can't help yourself, I already had it in January. Now they say you can get it another time. Now you can get it another time. So let me get this straight. So if you get it, that doesn't necessarily anymore mean that you can't get it again. And if you've been vaccinated, that doesn't mean that you can't get it, but it means it could be a little less serious. So um, I'm, or a lot less serious. I don't know. I'm getting it. I'm getting the next shot. Forgot to ask, did I get Seize the Day 8 yet? No, I haven't gotten Seize the Day 8. Have I? No. Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, I have. We're on 7. I have 8. It's right here. It's right here. It's all wrapped up. I've got Seize the Day 8. We still got a ways to go on Seize the Day 7. You can get Varinus as many times as you want. Rich! Exactly. This is America. Get Varinus as many times as you want. Jen's here. Hello. Hello, Bob. Great to see you're here. Rachel, yes. So I do have Seize the Day 8. I'm trying to decide. I don't think that probably the show is going to happen while we're in New Zealand, but we may post some videos from there for the gang if we can, because that's where I'm having this identity crisis about. I've been a comedian since I was 21 years old. I mean, and that's the only job I've had since I was 27 years old, and so it's very disorienting to not be a comedian as much as I used to be a comedian, and and the breadwinner thing. I mean, this is all the kind of later life crises that ladies and gentlemen have, but that's Jen. You're going to tell them all about your sauce. Good. You forgot about your back pain, and that's good. You've been stirring sauce for 3 days. Oh my God, sounds delicious. I can do it at 3 a.m. in New Zealand. Yeah, I'll have to look up what 3 p.m. in California would be in New Zealand. But I think 3 p.m. in New Zealand, 3 p.m. California in New Zealand would be something like 11 a.m. or something. So it might be possible. Anyway, I don't know if it'll be um, feasible because I've got everybody else's schedule to think about. And what am I doing? Who am I? I'm a guy who does this show, obviously, and that's fun. Uh, I'm a guy who does comedy, not as much as I used to, but some, and that's fun. And am I a guy? Am I the breadwinner anymore? I don't know. Sort of, I guess, because I'm managing our portfolio. uh, in October, you'll be out of the golf business for the first time since you were 12 years old, Bob. Yeah, wow. You'll be 65 next month. Yeah, I'm kind of freaking out. Yeah, so Bob, yeah, you're on board. It's like, I don't know, am I going to, I'm trying to think about how I miss it. I thought I would be in a panic about it. And I'm in panic about it when I think about it. But when I'm just getting up every day and like, oh, I'm going to go to jujitsu or I'm going to go have lunch with my friend Nigel or whatever, I'm not, it's not like I'm freaking out because I'm not on stage doing stand up. I am slightly freaking out because the longer you go without doing stand up, the harder it is to do stand up. And, of course, as I've proven to myself, I can get back in shape quickly to be able to do shows. But, you know, who knows? Ouija, if I do it in New Zealand, put the phone upside down. Yeah. Jen, you're making pressure canning many gallons of mom's secret sauce recipe. It takes 3 days to make. Pretty constant stirring. Wow, it's easier to make meth than this sauce. 44 meatballs and 17 sausages. Wow. Jen, you're really taking control of that. I feel like maybe I'm not a bread loser, though. No, Rich, so far so good. Dave, good to see you. Todd, greetings. Yeah, well, that sauce sounds great, Jen. Maybe your calling is you cook up a mess of that sauce, blow the word out onto Instagram. People drive by, pay you $30 for a jar, and and you're rich. Probably not worth it. Probably I'm overworking you. Where do you sign up for bread, Toby? You want to be a breadwinner? Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love it. The bread lottery is a thing that I'm going to be starting on my Patreon, my Substack. All right, so it's Tuesday. Usually we have a Bible story, but we've been into the ancient aliens in the Bible, and now we're talking about Jesus. So the birth of an alien Jesus. The idea of ancient aliens being present and taking part in the birth of Jesus can be found in the biblical account. And by that they mean, hey, remember when we said that the angels were actually aliens? Well, there's angels in the biblical account of Jesus' birth. So there you go. And when they followed the star. The star guided them to where Jesus was born, and then it stopped moving. Spaceship. How could you interpret that as anything else? It's all right here, thanks to Xavier Hayes in Ancient Aliens in the Bible. So a lot of the evidence that they got. At this point in history, the Elohim might not have been as superior as they were in the past, the Old Testament times. And they were depending on this final Jesus experiment to prove that they still had the DNA altering skills their ancestors once possessed. So the Elohim are really struggling. They're having their own identity. Are we even still the Elohim? Remember when we used to be controlling all these people, and now they do whatever they want? And in fact, they got this hybrid Jesus walking around. Maybe sous chef is in my future. Yeah, I'd open the Thanksgiving restaurant, but I think that's already a restaurant. What's it called? The Boston Market. They knew Mary knew her boy was one of the offspring of the Elohim, but now she was suspecting that Jesus was starting to realize it as well, as he's telling the temple money changers, fighting. He's grown up beyond his years. And then, was the virgin birth nothing more than an alien intervention? This would make the son, like son, S-O-N, son, S-U-N, of God, a hybrid being of ancient aliens and a Jewish girl. Okay. I mean, this is pretty standard fare for the ancient aliens in the Bible. And then they quote UFO Digest about Jesus's missing years. Could Jesus have spent these years learning the ancient ways of the Elohim, the aliens, sort of like how Luke went to train with Yoda in order to become a Jedi? Come on, Xavier Hayes. we've already got Ancient Aliens and Jesus. We don't also need Star Wars in here, but maybe we do. But the death of Jesus and his resurrection are just as mysterious as the virgin birth. Of course, yeah, everybody's talking about that. We're still talking about that. A lot of us believe we're going to heaven because of that. If Jesus was an alien hybrid returned to the Elohim after the resurrection, you could see why his faithful have been waiting for him to return. They considered it a real event and despite the supernatural overtones of his life. So there you go. When he blasted off to go to space when he died, that's what they think. They think that do they think that I think that I'm going to go not to heaven but to Venus? Maybe. Most seem to forget that Jesus never wanted to be his alien powers and wasn't interested in being king. He wasn't a fan of money changers either, and despite his badass alien powers, he was no match for the evils of men. Well, sadly, but if you read the Bible, he could have stopped all that, but he didn't because he died for our sins. Come on, Xaviant. You got to at least, if you're going to write about ancient aliens in the Bible, you should at least have that basic Bible knowledge down. I know that, and I'm just a comedian. But there you go, ancient aliens in the Bible. A lot of talk about this sauce going on. So 72 hours you're into the sauce right now. Final Jesus Experiment is a good name for a prog rock band. I'll say, Todd, you got that right. Final Jesus Experiment. Your next one will be Jesus Minions. No, wait, what did they call it though? Did they call it the Final Jesus Experiment? Um, uh, da, 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 da. Oh, that was earlier in the thing I'm seeing here. Yeah, this Final Jesus Experiment. That's what they called it. Okay, I should know. You saw it and you typed it. Hello, Julie. Good to see you. I'm glad that you're working still in veterinarian medicine. And happy Tuesday, the 21st. Not the longest day of the year because they're all 24 hours. Ha ha ha! I had that pointed out to me by NPR this morning. Boy, they really are helping. Not the longest day of the year, but the most daylight here in the northern hemisphere of the year, and much more daylight if you're in Alaska. OMGZ. Does it even get dark up there, Ouija? I don't know. I remember being up there in summer one time. Maybe it was even just May, June, and man, it sort of got deep dusk at 4 a.m. and then it started getting brighter at 4:45. So it is Monday, and as we do every day, we like to have some wisdom from Louise L. Hay and her wisdom cards. This is a good one for today. I am here at the right time. This is a good one for me because 19 plus hours. Fairbanks gets 22 hours a day. Yeah, Fairbanks. Ooh, that's the hot spot for the nightlife, which is really day life. Julie, in Fairbanks, you once read all night outside with no artificial light. That's probably the weirdest brag of the day to me, but it's certainly applicable to what we're talking. I'm here at the right time. You were there at the right time to read all night. That's for sure. The work I do on myself is not a goal. It's a process, a lifetime process. I choose to enjoy the process. Maybe this is good words for me because I've been a little bit mopey about what's going on with my career and who I am right now. And I need to really focus on I'm here at the right time. And this is a process. I'll figure it out. We've got each other. And so we'll figure it out. That never gets old. Oh God. Okay, okay. That was a lot of. I just got a text from Lady Jerry. She's still in the waiting room. Her appointment was at 2:45. And this is at the cancer doctor to get some more vaccine. But once you once your cancer goes into remission, man, they don't care if you sit around waiting, do they? Um, no, they don't. No, they. I'd tell her to get on Facebook on her phone, and then I'd have her join. But I don't think she knows how to do that. And to be fair, I don't either. Um, so yeah, Lady Jerry, poor Lady Jerry. In Fairbanks, they have a baseball game that's played with no lights that starts at midnight. Ever go to the midnight sun game, Julie? Yeah, that's a good question, Julie. That would be a fun thing to go um, to do in Alaska. I guess none of my family wants to watch baseball. I do think I may have my daughter talked into the Ragbri, which is the bike ride across Iowa that happens during our birthday week every summer in Iowa. And so the sooner we get on that, the better, because I don't know how many more years I've got where I'll be able to ride a bike across Iowa. But I hope I got a few years left. I wonder what my temperature is. I didn't have a heart attack last week, and my temperature today is 97.3. That's pretty. That's pretty standard for me. Um, Pretty standard for me. And now let's also have a question from the question box. I was going to do the travel question box. What have you lost that you'd like to find? What have I lost that I'd like to find? Um, you know what? That's a funny thing. What have I lost that I'd like to find? I can't think of anything that I've lost that I'd like to find, which doesn't mean that there isn't anything that I've lost that I'd like to find. But a telling sign is that I can't remember off the top of my head. And so when I'm looking at things to be thankful for in my life, this is a subtle one, but I'm thankful that I can't remember what I've lost that I wish I could find. And that feels pretty nice. That feels pretty nice. The longer I think about it, the happier I am about it. Bob, you had the same experience as Lady Jerry. Check up on your cancer appointment was 45 minutes late. Yeah, all is good, Bob. You got to count that as a win. I mean, it is funny. This is like I can't remember what I lost that I wish I could find. That's good news that you don't think about. You don't think about that in your daily life. Hey, I'm not pining over some mistake I made years ago. I'm looking at choices that I made years ago and sort of fantasizing that things would be different now. But I don't really have regrets like that. I stand by those decisions, and when you're waiting a long time at the doctor, it's it's not cancer because they get you right in if you got cancer in America. That's what New Zealand. Belinda's friend is a doctor in New Zealand who seems to think it would have taken longer her to get for her to get her treatment if she'd been in New Zealand. And I kind of find that hard to believe because Lady Jerry was in so much pain. Um, Jen, you went to a skating party this weekend. Someone else was, you didn't skate, yet still felt 70 physically when it was over. Um, yeah, no, you shouldn't be skating. Roller skating, I'm imagining, right, Jen? Roller skating, not ice skating. Um, what did you find that you wish you'd lost? What did I find that I wish I'd lost? Oh, man. I can't think of an example, but I know there are things where I've thought, like, didn't I thought I threw this away already? And it's easy to throw things away. Um, Pick, you lost a silver and turquoise snake ring that you got for high school graduation your freshman year at college. Ooh, you still feel bad about that. It was from a dear elderly friend. Well, boy, if I were you, Pick, I'd be out there looking for a new silver and turquoise snake ring. And it's not too late to fix that shit. And I like the idea of you rocking around in a silver and turquoise snake ring. Um, what did you find you wish you'd lost, Rachel? 20 pounds. Boom! Solid joke. solid joke. Seize the joke. That's what you just did. My first husband, Julie, also one, two. These are, you're killing it. Oh, you lost your mom's wedding ring that you used, Jen? Mm. Ooh. That's a toughie. That's a toughie. Um, the more of these stories I hear, the luckier I feel. I don't mean that to make you guys feel terrible, but I feel bad for you because those are a bummer. The snake's eyes were turquoise. Wow, pick. Um, that was a good ring that you lost. I could see why you're bummed out about it. But let's get on the internet and see what we can find. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make a rare appearance in the Facebook group because I really want to see the pictures of the new um, silver and turquoise snake ring that we've all found. Um, now you're not allowed to wear red wedding rings because you lost yours. Then you lost the one the the one your dad gave your mom. Now, wow, yeah, no wedding rings. Andrew, hello. Missed the last couple of briefings, and now you're late on this one. What the hell, Andrew? Yeah, what the hell, Andrew? But you know what? It's almost over. You can immediately go back at the beginning and enjoy it all, or not, or consider yourself one of the lucky ones who only had to watch 5 minutes of this, because Andrew. Well, it's not quite time yet. I think you know what it's almost time for, but it's not quite time yet because what else was I going to talk about? I thought I was going to get to see Christella today, but that folded up. Folded up. She got an audition. She's in show business, very successful. So I didn't get to see Christella, but hopefully that's going to happen again soon. Um, Fanula is doing some summer basketball. We're getting ready for our trip to New Zealand. We may be rescheduling our trip to the UK and Barcelona for October time. So that's exciting. Lady Jerry is doing great. Oh, this is what I forgot to tell you. On Friday last week, I was going to the beach with our house guest, my best friend from comedy since we started. John Ross was visiting in town. We were going to the beach, and I told Belinda, and she said, I'm going to the beach too, even though she hasn't had her hepatitis vaccination. She said, I feel great. So last Friday was Belinda's first time back in the ocean since last June when she was diagnosed with cancer. And so we had a sweet, sweet 10 minutes in the waves, splashing and laughing and hugging each other. And then we had a great hug and a little bit of a cry on the sand because it was just such a nice return to something that she loved for Belinda. And this Thursday, before I see you again on Friday for the happy half hour, this Thursday, our plan is to go up the coast a little ways to get out of the Santa Monica Bay where the water be a little cleaner. And Lady Jerry's going to have her first go on her new surfboard, which she paid for. She put the down payment down right before she got sick. And then when she went through the stem cell transplant right after that, or right around there, a little before, maybe I went and picked up the board because she wanted to have that to look forward to. So she's going to wax that up, and we're going to take that up the coast, and she's going in the water for a little surf on Thursday. So I can't wait to tell you about that on Friday. So those are some great, great things that are going to be happening this week. So whatever is happening for you, I hope it's as good as all that. And all your love and well wishes are so appreciated as always. Yeah, we'll post a picture of the board and Lady Jerry out in the water. And I didn't follow up on the Marinette and Proops thing, John. I thought about it, but I didn't. I just didn't have to text a guy and go, "Hey, I heard you wondered if I was alive." Well, I'm alive. That the idea of doing that made me feel worse, so I didn't. Put the ventures on the boombox. That could happen, Ouija. And Jen, good luck with your pressure cooking. Carl, we are going to catch a wave and sit on top of the world. But right now, it's time to seize the day. I just told you about an example of us seizing the day. And right now, we're going to seize the day. It's time for Seize the Day. And here's Seize the Day is right here. I'm going to pick this up and thumb to a good one. Um, Today's Seize the Day. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. As always, thank you, Rachel, for putting these together. But this Seize the Day is from, I was going to say one of my favorites, but this may be my favorite. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Today's Seize the Day. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on the progress. I like Dwayne Johnson because he keeps it short and simple and powerful. Doesn't waste our time with a lot of explanating and elaborating. Don't focus on the pain, focus on the progress. That's your Seize the Day for today. What a nice day. I had been feeling a little down lately, and it always makes me feel better to do this and to see all of you and to be in touch a little bit. So take care of yourselves. You're important to me. Take care of each other. Hopefully you're important to each other. And don't forget to be nice to a jerk. This just in for Suburban Dallas. House blows up, blood everywhere. Oh, wait, that's tomato sauce. All right, you guys. Whatever you do, don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. I can't wait to tell you Friday about our big day in the surf on Thursday. Love to love you, babies.